So why are we doing this video? Well, unfortunately, I'm selling the Flying Spur. Welcome to another episode of DBTV, and this is my Bentley Flying Spur. And tonight we're gonna show you what I've done to this car and why I'm selling it. And don't forget to like and subscribe, everybody. This is my Bentley Flying Spur. It's a 2022 model, it's a V8. I custom ordered it to celebrate my 40th birthday. So what are the special features of this car? Well, as you can tell, probably the first thing is it's finished in damson, which you can see from, it goes from a black to a purple. You know, for those that have been following me on Instagram and YouTube, it's a bit of my jam. It's on my Mercy SV. You know, I had it on my McLaren. So yeah, so what are the other things I've done to this car? What have I ordered with it? It's got the carbon aero kit from Bentley. It's a factory aero kit. Probably the biggest change that a lot of people notice is the 22-inch Mansouri wheels that I put on this car. I ordered the V8 as well because you could have optioned it with the W12, but for me, I wanted the V8 because it's got more of the rumble. The W12's got more power, but it is a bit on the quiet side. It shares the same engine as the Urus. It's got a V8 twin turbo 4 litre. Even though it's a luxury limousine, you know, it's got a beautiful burble, and when you put it down the sports mode, you know, it actually has a bit of a, you know, crackle in between gears. It's also lighter, the V8 versus the W12, but more important, it's got more character. The W12, it's got more waftability, but I feel the 12 is a bit more of an old man thing. I think the V8, better performance, better handling, and I've also added a Quicksilver exhaust to get a bit more sound, because at the end of the day, it is a luxury limousine. Obviously you can see here, this is an option here, the Flying B with illuminated LEDs. Standard on most Bentleys is just the fixed B on the bonnet. On the Flying Spur, you get the optional Flying B, which comes out of the bonnet. Ta-da! There you go. And it does have an anti-theft function similar to what Rolls has got. So we'll just test that out. So somebody is just walking down the street and tries to rip off your Flying B. Okay, stop moving. There you go, anti-theft. One of the most beautiful things I've seen is, you know, when you're just driving it in the middle of the night, I think these headlights, which kind of look like the Swarovski crystal, chef's kiss. So one of the things that when you order the car, you get two options in terms of the styling. You can have it with all chrome, but I've gone with the black, you know, the black styling they call it. So everything that you get standard as chrome, it gets all in black, such as the grille, some of the trims around the windows and in the boot lid. And I think the way that I've spec'd the car, you definitely needed the black. And hint, hint, when you get the normal chrome, it's actually not real chrome, it's actually plastic. So this kind of hides that plastic. So yeah, the carbon aero kit is the front, side skirts, and you get the rear diffuser and also the rear spoiler. Going to the back, so the black styling kit goes around the headlights, and Yeah, this, I actually left this still with the chrome, the Bentley and the Flying B. I've kind of left that as it is. But yeah, the aero kit you get in the rear ducktail spoil and the rear diffuser. This is another distinguishing part between the V8 and the W12 is the V8 you get quad exhaust, and obviously with the black styling you get the tips in black. As you can see, the Flying B styling continues on here with the taillights. You know, it's actually rare that I get to see it from behind. Yeah, gotta miss this car. But coming back to the wheels, a lot of people actually tell me they think that I've installed 23s or 24s. In actual fact, these tires are actually the factory tires. These are 22-inch. I just took off the factory rims and put on the Mansory. I think the design of these wheels make it look a lot bigger than it actually is. And yeah, you know, I get so many positive comments on these wheels. You know, Mansory gets a bit of a bad rap for being OTT, but I think this kind of just sets off the damson purple color on this car. I think it's important to note that some people, when they spec their cars, they try to spec it for resale. But I think for this one, and say my McLaren, the 765, I spec'd it to the way I wanted it. So there's a few things that people don't appreciate, and it's not their cup of tea, but I didn't spec the car for the next person, all right? I spec'd it for myself. And this one's a little bit regrettable, the sale, to be honest. I've only had it for just over 2 years, but I spec'd it the way I liked it. Cost a little bit more, and obviously from a resale point of view, I'm not gonna get it all back compared to choosing something black with less options. But I think Flying B, carbon aero kit, if I didn't get that, I feel that's a bit of the car that's kind of missing. But anyway, let's come and check out the interior. Aluminium trim. I think I was probably one of the first to do it on a Flying Spur, and this kind of, you know, pays homage back to the 1930s Bentleys, which is the same material that they used in the engine bay. But yeah, I've got it on the dash, on the door trim here. So I feel like that's a, you know, a unique feature that I ordered on this car. The rotating display, now it's an expensive option, but I feel like it's a bit of a party trick. You know, you turn on the car and then the display, you know, the rotating display. Yeah, it's a bit of a, you know, bit of a party trick. And if you wanted to have analog, you know, you've got the analog dials there. It's got a stopwatch, air temperature, a compass. Again, if you don't want to be seeing a screen with a rotating display option, you get that beautiful analog, you know, gauges. So this has also got the Mulliner pack, which I personally feel is important, because if you didn't get the Mulliner pack, you wouldn't get this diamond stitch on the seats, but you also don't get this unique 3D door effect on the door, which is only on the Flying Spur, not in the Conti. But interesting that the new gen Conti GT, basically when you sit inside, they have the same you know, trim panel, the 3D, on the new hybrid V8. Steering wheel here, for those that have driven Audi family cars, very familiar. It's in the Urus, it's in the Audi Q8 that I had before. Yeah, 18,000 Ks. It's been a beautiful car to drive on a daily basis. So now we step inside the back of the Flying Spur. This is the 5-seater option. I don't spend a lot of time at the back, but a few times when my wife drives, I'll be sitting at the back. Obviously I can control the massage function, cooling and ventilated, and obviously the recline. It's got plenty of leg room, all the technology that you want. It is a very comfortable place in here. Compared to the Ghost, I also find that this is a little bit more interesting. The Ghost is a bit too quiet and a little bit boring. That's why I chose the Spur. So why are we doing this video? Well, unfortunately, I'm selling the Flying Spur, AKA Big Ben. I love this car. It's probably been one of my favorite dailies I've ever had. Unfortunately, I have to make way for another car. Some of you may not like it, but the new family mobile is here, a Ferrari Purosangue. So unfortunately, I have to let go Big Ben. It'll be very, very sad, but life goes on, and that's where we have to end today's video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next episode of DBTV. Don't forget to like and subscribe.